Back, back, and we're so back. And, my brain is leaking out my fucking skull. So, yes, it is going to be one of those videos. And, yeah, we're just going in order, so fuck it. Laz, and I'm not going to be doing Greedier just yet, because while I do really love and enjoy the sensation of smashing my fucking cock and balls with a rock, I don't particularly want to do that in the current state I'm in. I'm not depressed or anything, unlike usual. No, I just, I'm just really tired. Just like really fucking tired. Long day at Long Day Factory. And then then I get home, and then I had to get ready to go to my co-worker's thing, and I had to leave that halfway through. I felt really bad. Like it wasn't exactly my kind of scene anyway. Um, but like I still feel bad for like leaving early. Like when I could have just when I should have just like fucking. I was gonna say like there wasn't much I really could do to make my ass stay awake longer than I already had. Like unless I had like an energy drink before I went in, which I was kind of contemplating doing, but fuck. So like, praise be the Lord. Um, so I think I, wait, what the holy shit? When did this happen? I was infested. I thought this was guaranteed to be full health. No, that's Magma. I forgot. Oh my god. But yeah, so okay, relax, relax, allow it. I'm just gonna take the stapler now. Really want some damage. Actually, I get my rev back anyway. But yeah, screw it. Yeah, revive me. Yeah, just like just an all around like shout out for the rest of this floor. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I'm real fucking tired. Yeah, because yes, I've mentioned that like, oh, I have to holy shit, that my coworker wanted a swap with me. Also because I'm insanely tired. I'm gonna be like less cohesive than usual. Not that I'm very cohesive to begin with, but still. So, oh fuck, I didn't get any health. Ooh, me when I throw. Oh, I actually just threw. Holy shit! Oh my god, this is not gonna happen. This is gonna be maybe worst set of runs of all time. Asked to leave. Oh, don't know speed. So, yeah, just kill me immediately so I can get this free heart. These nice stats up. Um, yeah, so, ooh. Yeah, the micro, she needed a, a shift swapped. Because she had, like, this big event on, and I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll swap. So, yeah, I've been up since 6. Today is why I had to do the double, video, so... Also didn't have a video from any, still, like, all Fridays unknown, but to be fair, not a lot fucking happened. I don't think I did anything on Friday. I finished some Hell Earth, actually, but that's not the point of this video. Or at least the point I'm making currently. And yeah, so the event was today. And she's like, oh my god, surely you come, because I now know you do not, like, your ass is not working at night. Get your ass what, well, you know, she's very polite and nice about it. She's like, oh, you silly, come watch. I'm like, sure. She didn't tell me anything about this fucking event, by the way. First time I really see it, it's like, oh, by the way, this event goes from 7 to 11:30 at night. And considering I've been up, I started work at 6. Well, I woke up at 6. I didn't start work until like 7, but yeah, I woke up at 7 and 6. I already, just from seeing that, I was like, oh, maybe I'm biting a little bit more than I can chew. Oh boy, was I correct in that assessment. Because I get there, like, you know, I have a hard day at work, and then my sister needs shit from me, and I get home, and then, I get to the place, and, okay, so first thing, she did not tell me it was formal, super formal, as a matter of fact, like, I'm talking, like, suits and tuxedos formal. So, like, girls are wearing beautiful dresses, the guys are wearing tuxes and, suits and shit, and here I am. I'm in good dress. Like, you know, I don't look like shit. No worse than I normally look. But I still felt incredibly out of place. It's like, oh, I'm not meant to be here. The other reason I'm like, I'm not meant to be here, is because the church that she's a part of, while I knew, I guess, kinda, is predominantly black. So here is my pasty white ass, standing out like the sorest farm you've ever seen in your life. Like if I had to say the split, it'd be like, out of 10 people, 7 would be black, 2 would be some kind of other race. Be some other race thing. Yeah, like things like Spanish or you know, mixed race or something. Then, yeah, and then you'd have like one white person. So I am a minority in a place where, while I'm a believer, you know, I'm not part of that specific sect. So like I can't even relate and talk to people about like, oh, my faith, because like, oh, mine is technically slightly different. Even though I'm not even like a full believer myself in my own faith anyway. Not in a heresy kind of way, in a like, I don't know if I'm committed to it way yet. But so I know there's 0 people here. I didn't ask any of my friends to come because, you know, I didn't want to force them to come with this with me. Considering it was you know, the ticket was like $25. You know, not that my friends are broke. It's just you know, something that they have no clue. I had no clue of. I know no one there. I can't relate to anyone there. I can't talk really to anyone there. Even though my coworker, she was working, you know, she was like, you know, performing. You know, before, you know, the doors open, you know, she came out, you know, even got caught up. I'm like, you could have told me some of these things, and I'm alone and I'm scared. She's like, I'm sorry. She's like, is there anything I can do for you? Because, you know, the first thing, she's like, oh, you got like social anxiety. I'm like, no, it's not that. It's the fact that like, I don't really belong here. And she's like, no, it's fine. It's like, anything I can do for you? And I'm like, her friend or whatever. Like, you know, just someone to talk to. Boy, she finds someone. So she disappears, and then she comes back with this with this black guy, and she's like, oh yeah, so you know, you two, you know, start talking. Essentially, that's basically what she said. She's like, yeah, just start talking. Which is bad for me because I don't work well, like just like that period, you know. I don't work well like that, like being told, yeah, just play nice with someone. And she's like forcing us to get, and I told her, please don't do this, because, you know, while I did say like, you know, bring a friend to me or something. Everyone said, but don't actually do that to me, because, fucking, like, we won't have anything to talk about once you inevitably have to leave. And oh my god, like, I talked to the guy. He seemed really nice. He seemed like a really nice guy. He also seemed like he had been told absolutely nothing by my coworker as well. But still, like, because then she's like, "Oh, I gotta go," and he's like, "I'm gonna get food," and I'm like, I already ate." Oh, wow, okay, um, wow, okay, um, I think luck's up now. Luck up now, really. Wow, 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 wow. Oh, I can't just not take Mr. Dolly. Alright, now I just need to get luck and like health. So yeah, I am, and I'm like, half because like I actually had eaten, and the other because I'm like, I'm not really here to meet new friends. I'm here to, oh wow, and it okay, just rub in the negative luck. Right. But, oh, lucky foot, but I can't grab it. But it's like, yeah, I'm not like really here to be your friend or meet new people. I'm here to support my coworker who wanted me to show up. So that's what I'm gonna do. You know, if I see him again, I'll talk. I think I'd like to meet him. I'd be more open to talking with him under more favorable circumstances. Yeah, around this time the doors open, so I'm like, oh my god, haha, it's really, I just like disappear, and she's like, yeah, sure, and then, okay, so, this event, well, the actual parts of the event itself are good. Was good for the half that I stayed. This shit was so poorly managed. So I get there, right? Okay, so like on the website, it makes no mention of parking or anything like that. So I get to the place that Google Maps sent me to, which, you know, it's already bad because, you know, having to rely on Google Maps is you're basically flipping a coin on whether you're going to get to your place efficiently or not. And so the place it takes me to, the car park, is like blocked off, and it's a guy directing people to go somewhere else or something, yeah, blah, 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 a whole bunch of shit. So I'm like, okay, yes, it's like, you know, here, and then I go to like the front because it's like the theater is part of a school. Oh my, it's such a fucking fuck around. Eventually, you know, I get in. I go to the desk, the front desk. Holy shit! Holy shit! Holy shit! Yes, I don't need either of those. I could have gotten more. I'm actually brain dead. Yeah, so I go to the front desk. I eventually make my way to the front desk, and give me that could have gone poorly, but you know, I'm just skipping this floor then essentially. I'm saving myself money. Oh, actually, I'm already at the wing floor. Whoops. Lamau. Oh, that's crazy. I do need all that stuff. But yeah, so, yeah, I go to the front desk, and the girl, I'm like, oh, yeah, I've never been here, I don't know anything about this, that's why I signed in here, and she's like, yeah. And then I'm like, alright, well, I already bought my ticket online, and I showed it to her, and I had a QR code, and she's like, oh, okay, and then she hands me, like, the physical ticket, and doesn't write down my seat number, just the row. And they're like, yeah, they'll guide you when you get in. So I get in, and they guide me in the way as they're like, oh, yeah, your row's in that direction, I think. I'm like, oh. Actually, no, they're like, what number are you? I'm like, So my number was 21. My number was 21. So I'm like, and I completely, you know how tired I was? I didn't even clock it was like, I didn't, when I chose the seat, I didn't clock it as 21. I was like, I'm just going to look for a seat that is isolated, so I don't have to sit next to anyone. I can just enjoy this by myself. I didn't even know to clock it until I think I was like leaving the place. But yeah, I was like, yeah, I was like, yeah, 21. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, my seat was 21, and the girl's like, oh yeah, it'll just be on that side. That's it. So, what was happening, from what I could gather from the people I could hear around me, was that the attendants, my destiny, sure. Awesome, dude. Awesome. I love when I get eternal hearts just here. I completely forget. Yeah, I got the candle. Grab shit for free. Yeah, so yeah, they weren't exactly checking. Like, they weren't organizing where people were sitting. They were just kind of like, yeah, go to your row and figure it out. That's essentially what it was. So I get to my row. I find my row because they didn't tell me. They're just like, oh no, you go in that direction. Oh, that's awesome. No, you just go in that direction. So I'm like, okay, and I get there. And the thing I notice is that there is a woman sitting next to the spot that I picked. The spot I specifically picked because there was no one around. And I don't want to be like, because I'm not like on the whole like, I like doing it. It's not like, because I booked the seat like, like today, like day of, I booked the seat. So I was like, okay, I should have no one around me. And I don't know if a bunch of people then decide to book my row after the fact or what, but my row was filled. There was like, I think one other seat. And then like, so I'm doing this right, and holy shit. So I sit down next to this woman, and because I was getting the vibe that like, oh, this is kind of free for all, I sit down next to her, which I imagine looks pretty bad, considering like I just kind of just chose to sit down next to her. But I'm like, this is my seat. I'm just gonna sit here because this is my seat. And so she looks at me. I look at her. She looks away, and then I'm like, oh, sorry. Am I like, like, are you with someone, or there's someone else that's spot? And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I sit down. I don't know, try to enjoy my time, and then and then another woman comes up and sits next to me on the other side. I'm like, oh, awesome. I'm now in between two people. I'm now in between two people I don't know. Which I'm not fantastic with people or people I don't know. In the best of situations when I'm really expecting so unexpectedly. Fuck, and again, I felt like a real big outcast already, so it was, just, hell, it's just suffering. Jesus, Heal chance. It is, oh, I'll grab the tears. Crazy. Absolutely just crazy. Yeah, luck up. This doesn't give luck now, just speed. It's down. Nah. I'm just not gonna keep fucking around with it. I think I'm plenty strong. But yeah, so and then like two other girls come over and they start talking to us, and they're like, oh, by the way, one of the seats we have is the seat that the woman to my left, so the woman I sat next to initially, that's her seat. So they're like, oh yeah, huh, what's going on? This blah blah blah. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be a speed up. Be serious. Literally be serious. And yeah, they're like, oh, that's our seat, scoot, and like, you scooter, blah blah blah, and like, just it was just poorly organized. Like the organizers didn't know where the seats were. Like there was like no help in that regard. There was no communication. It was just. I'm gonna have to ask my coworker. I'm like, what the fuck was? Okay, so what the fuck was up with all of this shit? Like, did we not have the money to hire professional people to do this? Were they like on meth or something? But regardless, so we're doing. The actual event itself is fine. It was different from what I was expecting, but to be fair, I don't really know what I was expecting, in all honesty, because my coworker didn't tell me anything, and I, you know, like a dumbass, didn't really bother looking up. Didn't, yeah, my dumbass didn't bother looking up if like, you know, like the main things of the events. But yeah, it was a good time. People sound cool. The music was, you know, good when it was tuned correctly. $25, like, it's not, wasn't bad. The packed if I just want to be fucking nasty with it, I guess, for some reason. Yeah, fuck it, why not? I don't want anything. This is like the floor change, yeah. Alright, wasn't anything left I really wanted to do there. Hell yeah. Alright, let's do this shit. Wholesome dude. But yeah, so my yeah, between like all of that though, like they're doing the awards and, well, so first I gotta talk about, so the opening act, it was a choir, you know, real big choir, literally booked second chance choir. I don't know if it's like a local thing, or if they're like, I don't know, pretty big, but yeah, they so they were the opening act, and they did the choir of Amazing Grace. Very powerful song. It was very I'm literally just taking damage for just falling for the fuck of it. Yeah, so they yeah, very powerful opener, like opening song. It was like a really long version. It was like 10 minutes. My co-worker was up on the stage, and she was the backing vocals. I didn't know for like the whole night, so she was on stage the whole time, like just doing backing vocals, like a live backing vocals. Really, you know, it was cool. It's cool to see, you know, my co-workers, you know, doing their hobbies, because the main times I see my co-workers participate in hobbies is when they're drinking. So I yeah, it was really cool to watch. Yeah, so very powerful star. I've always killed him, by the way. Yeah, so she, yeah, and like, there's people around me crying. There's people on the stage are crying. Key bum. Yeah, like very emotional. And then immediately it kicks off into a kids dance group. $600 deep. You love to see it. And it immediately uses like the sample that Jesus Walks, like the Kanye song uses, and the tonal shift was so like the whole time I'm just thinking about the Ori panel, which is like if you laugh you go to hell. Yeah, it was certainly an experience. It was certainly one of the experiences going there. But because of how tired I was, I immediately just started nodding off, and I was nodding off like near the end of the first half before the intermission. I was nodding off. I'm like, okay, I need to go home. I need to go home. So during the intermission, when my coworker came up to me and she's like, "Are you enjoying it?" I'm like, "I enjoyed it a lot. I need to go home because I'm not crashing my car in 2 hours time." But yeah, you wouldn't know this, but yeah, I am in some ways a Christian, in some ways religious. Although it's Mormonism, so you know how seriously you won't actually stop taking me, but yeah, Christ is Lord. Anyway, goodbye, good night, and I'm gone. I'm so tired.